Hi everyone, welcome, namaste. This is Anandi, in case you don't already know. And I wanted to take a few minutes to say hello and also to answer the question of what it is that I hope to get out of this program. And I recognized pretty quickly that I was having trouble getting out of my head because I've been behind a computer screen or in an airplane or jotting away on the work for this program for quite some time now. So answering that question was not as immediate as I would have expected for myself. So the first thing that came to mind was a whole long laundry list of all the things that I would love for all of you to get out of the program, which is pretty typical for me, especially in the role of teaching, because we always want to provide a really great service. I think many of us are that way in our work. So I started there, and I went quite a bit deeper, and I got a tremendous amount of really inspiring insight, which came back to community. That's really what I would like to get out of the next 3 months with all of you. And I have had a little bit of a personal struggle for some time because I've been very, I've hit the golden jackpot when I met Durga Ma. And I started working with her teachings and then became an initiate of this lineage because I really couldn't have possibly asked for a more incredible, compassionate, and clear teacher who over the years has exemplified to me a true teacher and has served to just continue to empower me over and over and over as an individual and into the fruition of my life purpose, which is to teach. So I hit the jackpot when I met her, and then I had this struggle because I had belonged to and knew a lot of people in communities that were very sort of wishy-washy about the idea of having a central teacher or having central teachings, and very resistant to it. And I still see that a lot. And to each his own, but I couldn't, from a personal standpoint, be more grateful or have come to the place that I have without that. And though it was only myself and my teacher, we had community because we had this mutual respect for one another, and she was always the empowering individual and teacher that was constantly turning and giving me perspective on my own experience and my own situation so that I too could recognize what that empowerment and individuality was, but within the context of relationship with another. And when I think of community, that's what I think of. I think of all of these wonderful individual beings coming together and being able to maintain their sovereignty, but fully engage in supporting and creating together, collaboration. So it's sort of this idealistic idea of collaboration, except I've experienced it. And I've been experiencing it with more and more individuals. And that's really what I am personally working on developing and embodying for myself through these teachings to provide for all of you. And the reason that I do that is because I believe in community, and I've experienced how powerful and how amazing and enlivening, inspiring, and supportive that can be when we're doing this very important, deep, and personal work, whether it's exclusively personal development or if it's spiritual in nature, there's something to be said about that cohesiveness that comes from having community. And it's nourishing, and it's a very beautiful thing, and it is what I would like to get out of this program, is to take the potential and help bring that into reality through what I have learned from the teachings, which all of you are going to start receiving tomorrow, and putting that into action. So it's sort of the next level for me, and that's what I want out of this program. And interestingly enough, to recognize that, and I'm going to take some time and walk and allow that to sink in, that knowing that is so inspiring and energizing to my work. So knowing what it is that I want gives me the energy that I need to really move forward and be fully committed to what I'm doing, because I know why I'm doing it. So it's sort of the little secret behind the question that I asked. So that's what I'm looking for, is to develop community, true community, and a collaborative, creative spirit of empowered individuals. So with that, I'm going to leave you with an invitation to go back to what it is you originally were thinking. This is what I want to get out of this program. And if you're so inclined, take it a little bit deeper and look at why. Because there's always a why, and then there's another why, and another why. But just to get started with a feel of it is to take that reason for becoming involved and ask yourself why. What is it that I want to get out of this? And just see what comes up. So with that, I will say I'm sure you will all really enjoy the clarity and the simplicity of the teachings that you're going to start receiving. They are very contrary to my philosophical and intellectual nature. I love to contemplate and share this way. So rest assured, the teachings that you're going to be receiving will not be long-winded and sort of out in the intellectual world of philosophizing. You'll get plenty of that from me, and again, you choose what is right for you to take away from that. It's just another opportunity to take in some of the information in another way. So with that, have a wonderful day, and I look forward to connecting with all of you and seeing and observing and experiencing how all of this unfolds over the next 3 months. So thank you again for joining us and committing to yourself. It's going to be an amazing time. Namaste.